Well, hello ladies and gents, how the very devil are you? Andy here, and for me, like I'm sure many of you bikers out there, it's been a pretty tough time. Trips been cancelled, travel made really difficult, overnight stays pretty much a forget it situation. So imagine my joy when I heard that the quarantine rules in Austria were lifted recently, coupled with the fact that apparently in an effort to get people down here, ÖBB, the Österreichische Bundesbahn, have lowered the prices on their Autozug. So with no attempt to hide the glee on my face, I loaded my little motorbike onto a train, sat in my cabin, enjoyed the views of Germany flying by, before going to sleep and waking up in the beautiful Alps and ending up here in Innsbruck in Austria with my Honda. So without further ado, let's go do the Alps. In Kutai. Guessing it's probably got something to do with cows. The cattle grids give it away a bit, so I might want to take it a little bit easy up here. Also, close some of my vents because it has become somewhat fresh. But this is quite obviously a ski resort, isn't it? Moose house. It's not difficult to imagine, is it, that just 2 weeks ago the main attraction for this little trip, the Großglockner, was actually closed due to a sudden snowstorm out of nowhere again. They opened it, then closed it again because there was too much snow. Crazy. We want to get all the camera lenses wet, but I think I've got no choice. There's too much glacier water flowing down here. I'm going to assume it's quite slippery because I'm going to also assume it's quite cold. There's a fair bit of muck in it as well. There we go, clean your eyeballs off, or I could give you a new location. There we go, that'll do ya. And the tyres are cold again. Do trips without cameras, kids. So much better. Just so beautiful, unbelievable. I'm going to be using too many superlatives and just gushings. I'm just going to be gushing. It's going to be a gush fest, I'm afraid.
I feel the tyres getting stickier now. Very good. We're not even in the passes yet, and this is just incredible. Don't really want to be tanked over on a cattle grid, thanks. So it is almost entirely bikers so far, isn't it? Awesome. Mate, I probably couldn't even do 20. Oh, no, 30. I'll be damned. Wow. As far as I know, right through there is pretty much where we're headed. It just can't be real, can it? It's painted on a wall over there. It just cannot be actually there. It's just too stunning. End to end, too beautiful. Not real. It's not real. I'm not falling for it. I do actually feel a lot less self-conscious coming through towns and villages on the CB file than I used to on the FZ1. The thing was just so much more blarty than this, even with the Boscan that it had on when I got rid of it. But when I came through Switzerland with Smoky Bar, with the Cobra SPX on it, that was crazy levels of blarty. Oh, drone shot. Which reminds me, I'm afraid there is going to be no drone photography on this little series. I'm really sorry about it, ladies and gents, but the drone is knackered. It is no more. That crash that I had the last time I was down in the Harz, smashed it into a tree. Sadly, that was the end of it. The camera now shakes like a shitting dog whenever I turn it on, before it's even taken off, before the rotors even spin. So the gimbal is knackered, had all sorts of errors coming up. I looked into fixing it. It was going to cost upwards of 100 quid to do that. So I've decided I'm going to bin it off. There's just not the money in the coffers to be throwing it down a drone that might never work again. And there isn't the money in the coffers to be getting a new drone, because I'll be honest, it came down to the train ticket for this trip or a new drone, and I have no regrets so far that I chose the train ticket to come and see this stuff. But who knows, there might be some more dronage in the future. We'll have to wait and see, but for the foreseeable, it's going to be all ground based, I'm afraid. My heated grips have turned themselves on. No thanks. It's 20 bloody degrees. Right, lads, a couple of weapons there. And some GSs too. Only 44 k's to Obergurgel. That well-known Austrian counterpart to diarrhea. Untergurgel. Yes, all of the cars have definitely gone, love. That is a horrible surface. What's going on there? Disgusting wobblage. Maybe cooled down tyres. I'm sitting still again. It could also just be the extra weight on the back. The first time I've actually ridden this bike with 3 bags on the back and a small one on the front. Last time I had the big tank bag on the front and only 2 panniers at the back, so I don't know, maybe there's a bit of extra tail end weight. I need to weight the front a bit more in the bends. Plus, tank's half empty, but we'll be filling it up before we hit the Ditlevsen, don't you worry. A nice heavy front end. Waterfall, that's incredible. Awesome. R9T, far too cool. I can't possibly wave at a Japanese motorcycle. Who do you think I am? What kind of a buffoon do you take me for? Is full. Well, I think Zoldum, which is the town we're in now, is the place that I'm supposed to fill up in the shadow of this beautiful snow-tipped mountain before I hit the proper twisties of the Ditlevsen. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. Thank you so very much for watching me on this first part of this little back to the mountains, Austrian, Italian, Swiss adventure. If you've enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't, I don't care. Do what you want. I'm just in such a happy place. It's all good. And I will see you in the next part when we venture up the Timmelsjoch. So I'll see you then. Ta-ra!